Good day, everyone. Our lesson for today is all about solving problems involving circles. But before that, don't forget to subscribe and share this video to your classmates and friends, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Also, you can find different subjects in this YouTube channel. Just select the playlist section. And finally, please do not skip the ads in this video. Thanks. And now let's proceed to our main topic for today, which is all about solving problems involving circles. Example number 1. My weekly allowance is 600 pesos. I spend 240 for food, 150 for transportation, and 120 for education, 60 for entertainment, and the remaining amount is intended for my savings. Refer to the graph below in order to answer the questions that follow. So this is the graph of Carl's weekly budget allocation. So we have this is a pie graph for the circle, or the circle graph, I mean, savings, entertainment, education, transportation, and food. So the questions are: number one, what percent of is budget? Carl's budget is allocated for each item. So each item daw, tig ilang porsyento ang meron yan. Okay, kasi given lang yung amount, pero we don't know ilang percent ang savings, entertainment, education, transportation, and food. Next, in a circle graph, find the measure of the central angles for each item. So, given yung circle graph, after finding the percentage each item, hanapin naman natin degree per item. So, ilan degree per food, for savings, entertainment, education, and transportation. Carl's budget used almost half of his money for food. Diba? That's true. Find the area of the sector that corresponds to this item. Suppose the radius of the circle graph is 15 centimeter. So, ano yun? For food, no? So, if this is the food, ano daw ang area? Tama ba? Ano daw ang area ng sector? Okay, that corresponds to its to this item. Suppose the radius daw of a circle graph is 15 centimeter. So, hanapin natin yung sector. In short, hanapin natin yung area ng shaded part ng food na yan. And then, find the area of the segment bounded by the item for transportation whose radius measures 12 centimeter. So, kung yung radius daw ng, ano yun? Radius ng transportation, yan, is 12. Ano naman yung measurement ng kanyang segment? Okay. And then, for the find the arc length of the sector intended for savings if R is equal to 12 centimeters. So pareho sila ng 4 and 5 yung kanilang ranges, no, maliban dun sa number 3. So let's answer all these 5 questions. Let's start with number 1. For number 1, the allocated budget per item is 240, 120, 150, 60. Paano nakuha si savings? So, i-add lang yung 240 plus 120 plus 150 plus 60, okay, is equal to 570 minus 600. So, 30 pesos will be for the savings. Now, to determine the percentage, divide each item to the total. So, we have 240 divided by 600, 120 divided by 600, 60 divided 600, and 30 divided 600. So, we have 0.40 or 40%. Here, we have 0.20 or 20%. Here, we have 0.25 or 25%. Next is 0.10 or 10% and 0.05 or 5%. Add all of this to get a measurement of or a percentage of 100%. Now, using the decimal places, by the way, we already answered number 1. So we're done with number 1 about the percentage of Car's budget allocated. Now, for number 2, we need to determine the measurement of each the degree of the center angles, no? Yung degree ng bawat item given their percentage. So we will use the decimal form for food, education, transportation, entertainment, and savings. So we have 0.40, 0.20, 0.25, 0.10, 0.05, a total of 1.00. And then for the percentage, we of the degree, no, it's not actually, it's not the degree actually. I mean, it's not the percentage, but the degree of each item. So we have 0.40 times 360 is 144 degrees. So food is the biggest degree among all of these items. So 0.20 times 360 degrees is equal to 72 degrees. 0.25 times 360 degrees is equal to 90 degrees. 0.10 times 360 degrees is equal to 36 degrees. And 0.05 times 360 degrees is equal to 18 degrees. To check, you can add all of this, and its total is 300, and their total is 360 degrees. Now, for number 3, Carl's budget used almost half of his money for food. Find the area of the sector that corresponds to it. Suppose the radius of the circle is 15 centimeter. So we have here, determine the ratio of arc measurement over 360. The arc measurement is 144. Saan ko nakuha yung 144? Dito sa food, no? Ito yon, 144. Then divide 360. What is the ratio? Or the ratio. Tama. 144 over 360, or the tawag doon, simplest form. That is 2 over 5. So that is the ratio. Now, find the area of the circle using the formula for the circle. A equals pi r squared, where pi is equal to 3.14, 16 actually, pero we can use 3.14, and r is the length of the radius given. So, given yung 15 centimeter na radius, right? So, the area of the arc, of the circle, is 15 squared. What is 15 squared? 15 times 15, 225, is that correct? Okay, so 225. If the problem requires you to express the area of a circle not in terms of pi, then just multiply the area by 3.14. So papalitan mo yung pi ng 3.14 as the given for the measurement of the pi. And the answer is 706.5 centimeter or squared centimeter. Get the product of the arc measurement over 360 and the area of the circle. So the area of the sector is 2 over 5. Ito yung nakuha natin dito. Mumultiply mo siya dun sa area ng circle. Kasi sinasabi na yung ano daw, yung, ang tawag dito, yung fraction ng food, no? Ng food is 2 over 5. Nakuha natin yon nung kinuha natin yung degree. Ang degree is 144 over 360. Okay, 360 kasi ang total degree ng circle. Eh, yung degree ng food is 1, tama ba? Food, no? Okay, yung degree kasi ng food is 144. Yun yung nakuha natin kanina. So, 144 divide mo siya ng 360 is 2 over 5. Yun yung simplest form niya. Ibig sabihin, 2/5 ng portion ng circle ay pagkain. Ngayon, kukunin natin yung area ng buong circle. At ang area niya is 255 pi squared centimeter. So, para makuha natin ngayon yung area nung food, yung portion lang ng food, o yung sector, no? Ang gagawin lang natin is, i-multiply natin yung area ng circle times yung portion ng food, which is 2 over 5. At 225 times 2, divide mo siya ng 5, makukuha mo is 90 pi squared centimeter, or just multiply 3.14 times 90, that's 282.6 squared centimeter. So that's the area. Okay? So, na-answer na natin ang number 3. Number 4, find the area of the segment bounded by its item for transportation whose radius measures 12 centimeter. So, dito na tayo sa pang ilan to? Fourth question. Daming questions na. Okay, step 1. Find the area of the sector. Transportation ang hinahanap ngayon. Based on the figure, area of the sector is exactly 1/4. 1/4 siya, di ba? Of the area of the whole circle. Paano nakuha yung 1/4? Balikan natin. We have transportation, that's 90. 90 degrees. So, 90 divide mo siya ng 360, that's 1/4. Tama. So, the ratio is 1/4. pi r squared for the area. So we have 12, yung r na given kanina sinabi doon sa question number 4. So 12 squared centimeter, I think mali. Dapat 12 centimeter yung squared nasa labas. So we have 144 squared centimeter. Ayan. Then multiply mo siya ng 1/4, that's 36. Because 144 times 1, divide mo siya ng 4, 36 pi squared centimeter or 113.04 squared centimeter. That's the area of the sector of the transportation. Now, find the area of the triangle. Okay, the area of the triangle is 1/2 base times height. Find the area of the triangle is 1/2 12 centimeter and 12 centimeter. Okay, yung base niya is 12 centimeter. Yung height niya is 12 centimeter din. Okay? Ngayon, i-multiply natin yung dalawang yan. So, we have 144 squared centimeter. Okay? So, 144 squared centimeter. And then, i-multiply natin siya ng 1/2. That's 72 squared centimeter. Balikan natin yung figure para mas maintindihan natin. So, this is the figure. This is the figure. Ang hinanap is yung transportation. Okay? Ang radius niya is 12 centimeter. Na? Find the area of the segment bounded by its I-10 transportation whose radius is equal to 12 centimeter. Okay? Kung ang radius niya ay 12 centimeter and 12 centimeter and it is a right angle. Therefore, this one, yung kanyang, kasi base times height, di ba? Yung kanyang base, okay, is also 12 centimeter. That's why we have 12 times 12 is 144 squared centimeter. Times 1/2 is 72, or just multiply 0.5. Now, to subtract the area of the triangle from the area of the sector. Para makuha natin yung segment. So, we have area of the sector. Kasi ang kinukuha lang natin dito, my dear students, is ito. Itong portion na to. Yan. Yan yung kinukuha yung parang ice cream. Etong 4, nakuha na natin to yung area ng triangle. Tapos, kinuha natin yung area ng sector. So, ngayon, i-minus natin yun para makuha natin yung area ng segment. So, area of a sector minus area of a triangle is equal to 113.04 squared centimeter. Ito yan. Minus 72 squared centimeter. The answer is 41.04 squared centimeter. That's the area of the segment. And then, use the formula proportion A over 360 is equal to 1 over 2 pi r, where A is the degree measure of an arc, R is the radius, and L is the arc length. One complete rotation of the circle is 360 and 2 pi r is our distance around the circle, which is the circumference. So, given A is equal to 18 degrees, for the, ano na ba to? Number 5 na ba tayo? Okay, 5. Find the arc length of the sector intended for savings. So, savings yung inahanap natin. Ang savings natin ay 18 degrees. Ito siya, 18 degrees. So, ayan. So, therefore, A is equal to 18 degrees. Ito yung formula ng proportion niya. So, A over 360 degrees equal to L over 2 pi r. So, we have 12 centimeter yung given for the radius. So, we have 18 over 360 equals L over 2 quantity 3.14 times 12 for the radius. So, we have 75.36. Cross multiply. So, we have 20L equals 75.36 Divide both sides by 20. So we have L equals, i-divide natin sila by 20. Okay, divide by 20. So cancel. So 75.36 divide 20 is 3.768. That's the length. Okay, that's the length of the arc for the savings. Okay. So another problem, Sheen, Jimmy, and Carl are standing in front of the gate of Lindbergh Elementary School Math Garden. They stand different positions away from each other as shown. So we have here si Sheen, si Jimmy, at saka si Carl. Let B and C are the ends. Okay, ends of the garden's gate. If the viewing angle of Jimmy is 67 degrees, 67 degrees daw ito. What are the measures of the viewing angle of Sheen? Ano daw ang measurement ng viewing angle nito at viewing angle ni Carl? Since they intersected an arc, the measure of the inscribed angles from any view will be equal. Tama. Kasi ito yung arc nila. So therefore, dahil pare-pareho sila ng arc, so equal yung measurement nito at nito. Thus, the measurement of viewing angles of Shin and Carl is also 67 degrees. Kasi pareho ang kanilang, ang tawag dito, viewing arc. Okay? So, yun yung answer dun sa problem. Okay, next. From afar, Cindy may choose between two pathways to walk to the fountain of garden. If she is standing 17 meters from the center, whose area is 200.96 square meter. Area nito is 200.96 square meters. What are the length of the two pathways? Hinahanap natin yung pathways na ito at saka ito. Ito ba yung sinasabi? Pathways are both tangent. O yan, tama. So, pathways are both tangents to the circular fountain. First, find the radius of the circle. Since the area of the fountain is given by 200.96 square meter, we can easily determine the length of the radius by using the formula for the area of a circle. So that's equal to A equals pi r squared and 200.96 equals 3.14 r squared and divide both sides by 3.14, the answer is 64. To get the r, squared both sides. So, get the square root of both sides. So, square root mo to. Square root mo din yan. So, ika-cancel natin. Yung 2. So, r equals square root of 64 is 8 meters. Therefore, yung radius na to ng circular fountain is 8 meters. So, recall the theorem on tangent and segments. Or tangent segments, I mean. So, then, use the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of the pathways. Because based on the figure, a right triangle is formed. A is equal to 8 meters and C is equal to, what's that, 17 meters. Tama ba? Yes. Balikan natin siya. R is equal to 8 meters. And ito, so ito yung kanyang tangent. No? Ayan. So, 8 meters daw yan. So, hanapin natin ito. And that's the hypotenuse of the triangle. Ito yung triangle na una nating hanapin. Okay? So, we have c squared equals a squared plus b squared. So, c squared is 17 squared equals 8 squared plus b squared. That's 289. meters squared equals 64 meters plus v squared. Ilipat natin ito, magiging 289 meters minus, kasi nilipat si 64 meters squared. Kahit saan ko ilagay si B, dito sa kabila or dito sa kabila, tapos itong dalawang ito, ililipat ko doon. Pwede naman. So, 289 minus 64 is 225. To cancel squared, again, square root both sides. So, square root natin yan, dalawang yan. So, cancel na to. So, 225 squared is equal to 15 meters. Therefore, the length of both paths, kasi, sinasabi dito, na ilang kasi 15 ito. So, kung 15 yan, therefore, 15 din to. Okay, so yung length ng both pathways are 50 meters away from the position of Cindy. One day, Carl, Cindy, Shin, Libby, and I have decided to take a photo as part of our project in math. Sir Peña instructed us to illustrate tangent and secant in a form of photo. So, ito yung photo nila, di ba? To put into reality, we made use of fountain as a math garden. Illustrations are used below. So, ito yung photo nila. Ayan. Okay? So, these are secant segment. This one is secant and tangent segment. Okay? Now, the measure of the intercepted arc AC and arc BD are 125 degrees and 73 degrees respectively. Find the measure of angle AEC. So based from the theorem that I discussed in our previous video about the proving theorem about tangent, secant, and segments, so it is equal to 1/2 the absolute value of the difference of arc AC minus arc BD. So we have 125 minus 7352 divided by 2, the answer is 26. Therefore, the angle AEC is equal to 36. The measure of the intercepted arc STP and SQ are 174 and 80 degrees respectively. Find the measure of angle PRS. So, we have arc. Again, balikan natin to. PRS ang hinahanap natin. Ito. PRS. So, we have STP equals 174 degrees and SQ equals 80. Maybe you're asking saan galing ito. Actually, given siya sa problem. Okay? Given yan sa problem. So, isosolve lang natin sila. So, using the theorems in tangent, secant, and segments. Okay, so we have 174 degrees and for the SQ arc is 80 degrees. So, we need to subtract the two, so the answer is 94 divided to 47 degrees ang answer natin. Next, the distance between A to E is 6 feet. B to E is 14 feet. And C to E is 21 feet. Find the distance from D to E. So, again, meron na naman tong kinalaman dun sa theorem. So, we have A equals 6, B equals 14, and C equals 21. So, hinahanap natin is yung distance ng DE. So, ito yung kanyang formula. Mumultiply lang natin sila. So, 6 times 14 equals 21 times DE. And 6 times 14 is 84, and 21 times DE. Divide both sides by 21. The answer is 4 feet. And finally, the distance between P to R is 32. Q to R is 18 feet. Find the distance of SR. So, we have PR equals 32 and QR equals 18. Okay? So, we have SR squared equals PR times QR. And PR is 32 times 18, 576. Get the square root of both sides. So, we have the square root of 576 is equal to 24 feet. To analyze and determine the given, you can go back to the figure na lang in this video para makita nyo yung yung itsura ng distances, no? Like PR, okay, and QR. So dito, like PR, ito yan, PR, and then QR, ito, QR. And then hinanap natin si SR, kaya meron siyang squared. Ayan. Kasi nasa ano yan, no? Nasa theorem ng tangent segment and secant segment. So that's all about for solving problems involving circles. With that, thank you very much for your listening.